Welcome back to another Rack Talk episode. Once again without Brady because it's the middle of the week and it's inconvenient for him to drive the opposite way. Then he has to go and he leaves work. So it's just me and Rufus again. We have a couple articles that we have found over the last week that we wanted to talk about. The one's a little bit older. It's from last year, but it takes effect this year. So I'll let Rufus start off with that one.
So PA changed for the beginning of this year. They changed that if you draw a bull elk tag in PA starting this year, you won't be able to get another bull elk tag, but you'll still be able to get cow elk tags. And then they changed. This is saying they changed to only 10% of the elk licenses will go to non-residents. Like only 10% will be able to go to them. And what else does this say? Then it says you will no longer have to include your social security number, hunter ID number, and then you also will have to get a regular hunting license to be able to apply for an elk license instead of being able to apply for it and not get a PA hunting license unless you draw a tag. So now you have to buy a license just to be able to apply. So they changed that too.
Rufus and I have different agreements with them making it to where if you get a bull elk tag, that you're capped at that. I think that's dumb. It's the luck of the draw. If they get the bull elk tag, they get the bull elk tag. They don't everybody has an equal amount of chances to get drawn for it. So I don't see why that they're saying, well, if you got it this year, then you can never get it again. Because it's not like it's all the luck of the draw. That's like saying, that's like people that do giveaways saying if you won one before, you can enter it, but you can't win it. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know why they would do that.
The only reason I can see it being a thing is because we don't have the population like Colorado and those other places have.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, but still brings it back to it's luck of the draw. They don't pay more just so they can guarantee they get the tag.
Yeah.
I don't. It is what it is. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone getting back-to-back bull elk tags, though. Anyway.
No, I haven't even really heard of anyone getting more than one in PA. But I think if I remember right, if you draw like this year, you can't draw again for at least another 5 years. Like you can apply to get points, but I'm pretty sure you can't be drawn for it for another 5 years.
Did that article say that they have to fill the tag to not be eligible for another one? Or it's just if they want it, they want it?
Like the bull elk tag?
Yeah. Do they have to fill that bull tag for them to be not eligible?
It's it says beginning on January 1st, 2026, any applicant who draws a bull elk tag will be ineligible to apply for a bull tag ever again.
Oh, so that doesn't even say that they have to fill it. So I guess they're going luck for luck, really.
Yeah. From the way this is sounding, it doesn't matter if you shoot one or not. If you get a bull elk tag, you can never get it again. Yeah.
So it's luck for luck.
Yeah.
So whoever wins it better hope they find one.
Yeah. I feel like that's a little.
Yeah, I mean that's a little. I don't know. They're taking the luck for both sides, really.
Yeah.
You have the luck to win, but if you don't fill it, you won it, but you didn't use it.
If you're lucky enough to draw it, and
you better hope you're lucky enough to fill it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's really one place in PA I can think of off the top of my head where you can go to see an elk, but that's still not even guaranteeing it's going to come in shooting range.
Yeah. Because everywhere I think of right now where you can go see one, you still don't even see them there all the time.
Yeah, like even if you go to Benazet, which is like elk center in
Yeah.
PA, you have to hope the like year after year. It's like you have to hope a little bit more every year to even see one, even
Yeah.
out of season. Like even if you're just going up there to like look for them.
Because I feel like when people see them the most is when it's during rut, but
Yeah,
that goes for really deer too. Could be in an area where you're not seeing any deer, but then rut comes along, and all of a sudden
I mean,
you're flooded with deer.
I think it was March of 25. Brady and I went up there to shed hunt for elk, and we didn't even see elk sign anywhere. We saw a deer sign
Yeah,
everywhere.
I
Just
know.
no elk. But
I know when me and my dad used to go elk shed hunting, we would. Sometimes we wouldn't see them, then other times we'd see like 10.
well, like when I used to go up there when I was a kid, you'd see them everywhere. You'd see them in people's yards, like
Yeah,
the Benazet Hotel. They'd be in the parking lot.
yeah.
The last couple times I've gone up there, I haven't seen any.
Because I've been up there.
The last time I saw an elk was 2020. We took a group trip up there, and we were at the overlook where you can see like the top of that massive castle type house,
Yeah,
and it was in the field. That's the last time I've seen an elk.
I think I was up to bed as at I want to say about 3 times last year. And I think I'm not 100%, but I want to say I saw one, but I could be wrong.
Well, that night,
But still, I went up through about 3 times.
yeah, and you spend hours there. Like it's
Yeah.
not like you go up there for an hour.
No, I'd go up there.
That takes an hour to get there. You go up there for hours.
Every time I go up, I'm there at least for one full day.
Like that, we went up there. What month? It was. I don't even know what month it was. We went up there to eat, and then we went
fall.
spotting for them.
Yeah, sometime. Not fall.
I think it was beginning
Summer.
fall. No, it would have been early end of fall. Or early.
I think it was like August or September.
Yeah, it would have been the beginning of August.
Yeah, because it was way before season, so we didn't. So it wasn't a question if
Yeah.
we were allowed to or not.
Because we went up there to eat and then go spotting, and I got the food I ate made me sick
Because I remember you passed out in the truck.
immediately. Like that meatball sub destroyed. I was checked out. But even then, like you guys didn't see anything, so I would have heard Brady.
Yeah, because I think we saw 5 deer.
But when I was a kid, I can't remember a time I went up there and didn't see an elk.
Yeah, when I went up when I was younger, every time I went up, we always saw a crap ton.
I do want to go elk hunting, but not in this state.
Yeah,
I want to go out west.
I've been elk hunting in Colorado, and we saw a crap ton of elk. It was just they were all on private ranches. But I also went 4th season rifle, where they had already been pressured for 2 months already, so they kind of got smart.
Like, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah. So they were smart at that point. It's like, I'm going to go on private where I'm least likely to be shot at.
I want to go. Yeah, I definitely want to go out west for an elk hunt. That's Brady and I were talking about going down to Texas because you can hunt hogs. I have a helicopter at this one. This one outfitter that we found. That's what we want to do. That one. I think I want to do that before I go elk, because an elk hunt, if you pay for like a guide, an outfitter, it's expensive. Like if you go out there with no guide, you just know someone out there that has land, or you go out for public land. Like you're not gonna spend as much, but the guides and outfitters out there are insanely priced. Like insanely priced.
Yeah, because we just went out and hunted public, just did it on our own, and we didn't have nearly as much money in it as.
Oh, you wouldn't. I think the last time I looked at it, it was a guided trip was pushing 10 or a little over 10.
And that's not counting
the flights. That's only counting the guide and the lodging.
Yeah, because I think you still have to get the tag.
Yeah.
And then whatever you're going to use for transportation out there, whether you fly or
Yeah,
drive.
If you're driving, you might as well leave 4 days before you're supposed to be there.
Yeah, because we would leave. When I went, we left 3 days before season.
Yeah, it's... When you go public, you're taking the risk of not seeing anything, but saving
a lot of
thousands.
Money. Yeah.
Which some people would rather save the money than... I don't know. I'll never talk myself into spending that much for a hunt. never in my life.
Yeah.
And like, unless I go to Mexico because I want to go down there and hunt ocellated turkeys.
Yeah. Which I think you can go to Florida.
Yeah, you can go to Florida, but how
Yeah,
much cooler would it be to say you shot one in Mexico? Because I think you have to get it in Mexico to complete the World Slam.
I think so, yeah.
Like, if you get it in Florida, I don't know if it still qualifies for the World Slam.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it'd be fun to go up to, go down to, like, Hawaii and turkey hunt. I've seen a couple videos, and it seems like a blast.
What's that deer they have down there? It starts with an A. Is it apex deer? I don't know, but they look insane. They, I think it's apex. Yeah, no, axis deer.
Yeah, axes.
Dude, look at those things.
Those things are insane.
They look like fawns, but with antlers of an elk.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts.
It looks like a full-grown deer.
With fawn spots.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they keep... Now we're going to look it up. Why do axis deer keep their spots? Because it's... Wait, axis deer bark? Oh, so like deer around here, like those below, they
Yeah.
bark.
Oh, that's weird.
How did they learn to bark? Yeah, they bark. They'll bark at predatory animals such as coyotes, which is weird. I wonder how they mutated from blowing to barking.
I'm not sure. That's. I still think it's really weird that they bark.
Yeah, so they keep their spots their whole life. Like, it's not, they don't just keep them 1 year and the next year. They just keep them their whole life.
That's insane. Because deer, it's within, no matter when they're born, it's usually by hunting season they're gone.
Yeah, or they have like 1 or 2 spots here and there.
Yeah.
No, these ones keep them, both male and females keep them forever.
Huh.
And it's, it helps them camouflage better, I guess. So they evolved to bark and keep their spots.
That's weird.
How did they know to keep, like, how does an animal like know to evolve? Like, how did they know that, like, oh, we should keep our spots to camouflage better?
I don't think they really knew that. It just kind of happened. Because if they knew that, deer around here would know.
Oh, they would turn green.
Yeah.
Because all hunting season is green the whole time. Except until late season. Then there's actually snow on the ground. But it's just weird. I would have... They keep their spots the whole time.
Probably just something to do with, like, the vegetation.
Oh, so they're not even considered a whitetail.
What are they considered?
An axis. Like, that's...
Oh, that's what they are.
Yeah. Like, they're not... It says, this characteristic distinguishes them from white-tailed deer, which lose their spots after maturing. And deer around here, when it gets colder, they get their winter coat. They get darker. Yeah. Hawaii's warm all the time.
Yeah.
So they just keep the light coat. But yeah, these things look insane. Like, I want one of these, and I want what are those? What's the skin pigment mutation around here when you have piebald, albino, and
melanistic?
Yeah,
the black.
Dude, I want a melanistic deer.
What is it, black or is it like a gray?
I don't know. I've never seen one in person. If you look at them on like Google, they look black, but I don't know if they'd actually be like that dark.
Yeah.
If I ever got one of them, it's getting full body mounted.
Yeah.
I want an axis deer, one of those, and then, have you ever seen like deer that were killed in British Columbia? The ones that like when
they're bodies,
not just got gigantic, but when they're rubbing their velvet off, they go against the sap trees and they turn chocolate brown antlers.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
Because all of the antlers around here are white or light brown from the they don't get like that. Like I think they're now called chocolate deer.
My buck from this year was pretty dark.
Yeah, they get right here. Like, look how dark those antlers are.
Yeah, mine wasn't that dark. Maybe.
It's there, but see, like it starts dark, but then it turns light.
Yeah.
Like these are dark. No, I don't know. I guess this point's a little lightish, but no, I think it's British Columbia deer. Brady was showing me them the one day because I was telling him I didn't believe him at first, and then he showed me, and they actually are darker. But yeah, I guess it's because the tree sap in the trees stains their antlers.
Yeah. Because if they just are rubbing like oaks and stuff, there's really not like sap or anything in those, so they'd be more white.
But yeah, I mean, even besides the dark antlers, look how massive that thing is.
That's a mule deer.
It says British Columbia deer.
Well, that's a mule deer.
Well, then I guess they got muleys up there. But I guess mule deer brings us into another thing that we wanted to talk about is so there's an island off of Los Angeles coast in California called Santa Catalina, and they have a population of an estimated 1,800 mule deer that is not actually supposed to be there. Like they somehow got there. I don't know how deer just show up on an island.
I know they swim, but depending on the closest point to that
Yeah.
island, I don't know if they would have swam that far.
But so they somehow showed up on this island. They're for over a century, and now their population's at an estimated 1,800. And I get the invasive. They're an invasive species of the island. I get that. So like the native plants there aren't growing how they're supposed to because
Deer are eating them.
yeah, the deer's eating them. They're invading. I guess that's where the term invasive species literally comes from. They're invading the native plants
Yeah.
region. But so there's a environmental group that controls like 80% of the island, and they got California Department of Fish and Wildlife to allow them to hire hired shooters to exterminate them. I don't agree with that. I don't know why they wouldn't. And let me just read you the next sentence. Hired shooters will kill the deer over bait, which is a lot of states are allowed to use bait. Pennsylvania is not. So, I mean, I don't care about bait. But outside. So there's only one city in the island. Shooters can fire. They're only allowed to hunt at night, but they can use helicopters and drones to help locate the deer, and then they can use helicopters to drop nets on the deer for capture. Why don't they just capture all the deer if they're allowed to capture some? Like I don't.
If they're allowed to catch them, why don't they just try to catch them all?
Yeah, like I don't agree with the whole. Like 1,800 mule deer is a lot. Wait a second. So they can use dogs to help shooters find and kill the stragglers. And then the permit that they were given also allows them to capture the deer, sterilize the deer, and then fit them with a GPS collar to put them in the wild. So the deer that they capture, they're sterilizing and putting a GPS collar on. Why not just take all the deer? That like 1,800 mule deer is a lot.
Yeah, but if they would go and sterilize,
I don't know what they mean by sterilize.
like, basically how you neuter. Fix
Yeah,
it.
why are they doing? Well, that makes no sense. So they're gonna try to eliminate as much of the 1,800 as possible, and then the ones that they do capture, they're gonna make it so they can't reproduce ever.
And then put GPS on them and allow them to roam the island till they die.
Why not relocate them to a state where mule deer aren't invasive?
I think it might just be a like
Unless they're using it as a study.
either probably that, but I also don't know how's like if they'd be able to without like messing up the other like areas mule deers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. They're saying that the meat from however many that they end up eliminating is going to go to feed captive birds at the California Condor Recovery Program and to tribal partners.
At least they're gonna use the meat for something.
Yeah. a lot of the locals there are detesting to the extermination methods that they're about to start, and they're deeming them. The locals are deeming it cruel, and they see the deer as an iconic local species. They even started a petition called "Stop the Slaughter of Mule Deer," and it has 23,000 signatures. Which, I mean, I don't know how many people can live on an island, but 23,000 for an island is probably a pretty good amount. How many?
Well, this says that they were introduced to establish a huntable population in the 1920s.
Okay, so if they brought them there, then I guess people on the island just don't hunt.
If they're resorting to having hired shooters to come in.
I still don't. No matter the circumstances, I do not agree with it. Trying to exterminate 1,800 deer. Okay, Santa Catalina Island. That's a pretty big island. 75 square miles, 22 miles long, and it's 8 miles across at the widest point. So, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty substantially sized island in my book. I mean, the images of it look pretty nice.
Yeah.
But there's only one city down here, and then the rest of this is...
Do whatever you want. Like, hunting and exploring wise.
Yeah, why can't they just sanction the deer to a certain spot?
Like, what? Like, try to, push them to...
Push them to a certain spot. Like, a 75 square mile island. I think you can give up a mile or two.
Yeah.
And build them a fence. I don't know. I think there would have been a better way to go about than starting the extermination of 1,800, possibly 1,800 mule deer. I think it could have been a differently handled situation. I don't know. Do you agree with the extermination of 1,800 mule deer?
Not really, but if it's...
I mean, I get that they're an invasive species.
But if it's messing the island up that much that they had to resort to it, I guess that they need to do what they need to do. But if they're just doing it to do it for no reason...
Yeah, but then my question is, if it's messing the island up that much, why didn't they handle it prior?
Yeah.
I feel like there's a... I don't know. I don't know what a better way would be. I'm not an expert in the matter. Maybe the best way is to exterminate them.
Yeah.
But 1,800 mule deer is a lot of deer to execute.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially, like, they're using helicopters and drones to locate them.
Yeah. Because, that's an insane amount. Because, you think about around here, if you don't get D-map tags, you can get... I think it's 1 buck tag and 6 doe tags, so 7 a year without D-map.
Yeah, max.
Without D-map. And, well, for our rigs over by Pittsburgh, you can get 15 doe tags. But still,
well, yeah,
for everywhere
that's
else,
a city.
For everywhere else, you can get 7 deer tags, 1 being a buck. And that would take you years to shoot that many. You probably can't even do that in a lifetime and around us.
No, I mean, if someone around here has shot 1,800 deer in their lifetime, I want to shake their hand because that's a shit ton of deer.
Yeah, with just that being in this state.
Yeah,
because I don't. What's the math on that?
An average person hunts for 70 years, probably. If you start...
Yeah, there's no way you can do that. If that's the math you're supposed to do.
No, 70, not 7.
Oh.
I mean, well,
let's just say you can hunt.
How old were you when you started hunting?
6.
Okay, so you're 6. Average lifespan in America right now is 78, I think. We'll just say 78. So take 70, 72.
Times 7. Even though I couldn't shoot 7 the whole time I've been hunting.
Yeah.
Let's just say that I could.
It's still 504.
Yeah, so if I could have shot 7 a year, if I was legally allowed to shoot 7 a year from the time I was 6
for 72 years, you're only getting 504. Yeah. You would need Well,
You'd need to
104 years would be 1,008.
You'd have to hunt for
Triple and a half.
144 years minimum.
Yeah.
To even come close to that. 144 years straight of shooting 7 a year.
That is a lot of deer.
Yeah.
Like 1,800.
That's like that's enough for a crap ton of people to shoot a lot every year.
Well, yeah, like they don't in this article they don't go into how many hired shooters they're going to try to get. It just says they have 5 years to do it.
Yeah. So they could have. So they could have 100 people do it.
Well, what's 1,800 divided by 5? We'll figure out how many they have to get a year to stay on track.
They'd have to shoot 360, basically one a day.
Yeah.
For 5 years.
I mean, one person could probably pull that off.
Yeah.
Especially using bait.
Yeah. You'd have to shoot at minimum one a day to keep on track for that.
Yeah, I don't.
1,805 years.
I don't know. That is a lot of deer. Like, let's think about 1,800 and something that's not deer.
Pheasants.
That's a lot of birds.
Yeah.
That is a crap ton of birds. 1,800 pheasants.
Or like 1,800 cars.
Yeah. I mean, imagine you come home one day and there's 1,800 people in your kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're going to do it. They already got approved for it, so, I mean, it's going to happen.
Like, I don't even know if there's 1,800 kids in our high school.
No, I mean, our town has a population of 5,000.
Yeah.
That's 1,800 is over a quarter of our population.
Yeah.
That's insane. Another change or slight update that the Pennsylvania Game Commission wants to make is in regards to the ag tags, or what else? DMAP tags? Or are those two different things?
Two different things.
Okay, ag tags, not DMAP, ag tags. They want to change it to where no matter the season, you can use a rifle for it, which I don't know. I mean, that kind of like brings back to the conversation we had last week. If they're using a rifle during archery, who has to wear orange?
Like, do they have to wear orange? Do they not have to wear orange? Does everyone have to wear orange?
Yeah, and if they don't have to wear orange while using a rifle, why do we have to wear it in rifle season?
I want to say you have to wear orange for it if you're using a rifle for the ag tags, but I could be wrong. I've never got them, so I've never really
looked
into
saying
the rules for them.
Well, I'm pretty sure the way ag tags are now is you have to use whatever season it is. So, like, if you're using an ag tag in archery season, you have to use a bow.
Yeah, I think that's what it said in here.
What they're saying is they want to say if you're using an ag tag in archery season, you can use a firearm.
Yeah. If we're reading that right.
So if they're using a rifle in archery, who's wearing orange?
Yeah, like, is it everyone? Is it them? I think they have to, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I never got them, so I never looked into the rules for ag tags.
I don't even know the rules on how to get them, because I know I don't qualify for them. Because I know you have to have farmland, but I don't know the specifics of it.
Well, you have to have farmland
that's cropped, like
to apply to get them.
Yeah.
But anyone can go get them from farmers, I think. So, like, if you know someone that has a farm and has them, I think you can get them.
The farm have to be a certain acreage of plotted.
Yeah, I think it has to
crops.
be. I think the farm has to be like 100+ acres.
I've never looked into it because I've never even thought about it. Like I get 7 tags a year, and for the last 3 years, I've never filled one of them. So I'm not even worried about any bonus tags.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they do change that, that brings up who's wearing orange? It doesn't. I don't know. Because, I mean, I'm not against it. It is what it is. Again, but
it doesn't really affect me because I never got them, and I don't know if I ever will.
No, it doesn't affect. Well, I mean, it depends how they change the law in regards to orange. Because then it could affect us.
Yeah.
But could not.
But I know how it used to be. I know it used to be once small game season started during archery, you had to
Oh, that's
wear
another
like an
thing.
orange hat in and then hang it up, and now you don't have to.
Was it PA that we just read about that wants to implement you're allowed to shoot small game during rifle?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm for that too. I'm 0 for 100 on squirrel hunts.
Yeah. Because as long as it's true, they want to make it so that there isn't a 2-week break in small game during rifle season.
So you can just hunt small game through rifle.
Yeah. Like once it comes in, it doesn't go out until
whenever it actually ends.
Yeah.
Which I think is, I don't know, I know it's over now.
I don't think yet.
Not
sometime
yet.
in February, sometime this month it ends, but squirrel doesn't go out till the 28th.
I know predator hunting also goes out this month. Well, trapping. Predator trapping.
Trapping and then fox and coon. Because fox, coon, and night hunting for fox and coon. Like, the only thing that really goes out this month for predators is night hunting and trapping. No, well, night hunting for fox and coons, and then trapping for
Yeah, I was gonna say
coon,
you can night hunt.
fox, and
You can night hunt coyote the whole year.
as long as you have a hunting license, you can shoot a coyote.
Because coyotes are considered a nuisance.
Yeah.
Same as crow.
Yeah, but I think
Crow has a designated season though, don't they?
yeah, it goes out like shortly before turkey season, and then comes
Spring
back.
turkey or fall turkey?
Spring.
Oh,
It goes out right before spring turkey usually, and then comes back in. It's like end of August.
So is it in now?
Yeah.
Why aren't you been doing that? I thought you used to crow hunt all the time.
I used to, but that was when I did it a lot more when I was in high school and didn't have a job.
Now you just trap animals all the time.
Yeah.
When's the last time you checked your traps?
I have them set off. I set them off right before the big snowstorm. Because with as much snow as we got,
Yeah, we're supposed to get more.
Yeah, because when we got that big snowstorm the other weekend, I didn't want to struggle finding my traps in all that snow, and then with as much snow as we got, they would have been buried in it if they didn't have anything. If I didn't have anything in them, and then they would have been froze up anyway. But so I just set them off.
So your trapping season's done till next year, or whenever it comes back this year.
Yeah, because I don't, with what the weather's been looking like recently, I don't see the snow melting.
No, it's,
before season goes out.
well, I don't know because we're supposed to get 2.5 inches Friday, and then it's supposed to be 40 all next week.
Oh, if it's supposed to be that warm, I'll probably get the trap for a little bit before season ends. Oh yeah, starting next Tuesday, it's supposed to be in the mid to high 30s.
Yeah, because I know this weekend is supposed to be obnoxiously cold.
Yeah, Saturday low and -2, high of 11.
And that's without wind chill. I think wind chill takes it down to -20 something.
Yeah, and then Sunday high of 19, low of 5.
Yeah.
And then Monday's a high of 29, and then it just slowly gets warmer and warmer. So I might so by mid to late next week, I might be able to reset my stuff for the last little bit.
Yeah, if it's actually gonna be that cold this weekend, I ain't doing a single thing.
Me neither.
I don't like the cold anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I'm for small game during rifle. That just means because I'm not shooting a squirrel with a 308, there wouldn't be a squirrel left.
Yeah, I don't even know if you're allowed to do that though.
Yeah, you're probably not.
Probably not.
So that are people gonna take 2 rifles with them, or is you just gonna like take a day and be like, I'm not gonna deer hunt. I'm just gonna go out and sit for.
I think you'd have to like decide like, am I squirrel hunting or am I rifle deer hunting?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that is good if that's true and they actually do that. I like that one. The whole ag tag, or using a rifle whenever you want with an ag tag, I don't know. I feel like that's just more persuasion for the game commission officers to harass people. Like that's just another reason, like, for the game commission to come up and like bug you.
I mean, it is, but then it also will make it a little harder for them because it's like, do you actually have the ag tag to be out using your rifle for deer right now, or are you just doing it because you wanted to do it?
Yeah, which I don't know. I've in my mind that's something that they're going to take into consideration when they're voting on this.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, we gotta start looking for sheds too.
Yeah.
Not elk yet.
Yeah.
Next month.
Yeah. Elk. I know when me and my dad would always go, it'd be like we'd start late March or early April.
Yeah, we'll start the end of next month. I do want to start shed hunting for whitetail antlers around here, though.
Yeah, because I've seen a couple guys that I have on.
Well,
posting.
I've seen trail cam pictures that they were dropping them as early as like middle of December.
Yeah, I always hear about a couple guys in PA, like they'll shoot a buck and rifle and they'll get up to it and like go to hold it for a picture and it's just poof, the horns fall off. There's not very many times does that happen to people though.
Dude, every single time, every time that I've went shed hunting in the past, I've never found actual sheds. I've either found carcasses or heads.
Yeah, I find a decent amount of those. Not a whole lot, but more than I'd like to.
The first hunt Half Rack ever went on, like as a group, we went squirrel hunting, and we found a buckhead just laying. It was like wedged in a tree. So I don't know how it got there, but we found it. But yeah, I mean, then that like was a recurring theme. Every time we go out in the woods, we'd always find either like bone or like we would just find something that involved an animal, not like that's where the animal just.
Yeah, but anymore, I think because PA made it to where you can debone your meat out in the field and just take just the meat, so you don't know if it was someone like shot it and then cleaned it in the field and then just left the skull if it was a doe. And
oh no, every head we found had horns.
So then those would have just been, it might have been hit in archery rifle or just died.
Yeah,
and wasn't found or just died on its own.
It was a wild thing. It has to happen for a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. This episode was pretty much just about like rules that are changing and stuff that they want to implement. But yeah, if you liked it, give us a like and follow and listen to the past episodes. The last episode is more structured like this one. All the episodes after that are, I don't even know how to describe them. They're just like stories. Like they're real stories, but like we would only do a podcast when we had stories that related to what we wanted to talk about. But we're taking a different approach. But yeah, check us out on other social medias. We got a bunch of merch that just came out. Not for Rack Talk. Probably it'll never be for Rack Talk, but a bunch of merch for Half Rack that just came out. I'll link everything. But yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next week.